Kingdom Hearts 3 introduced a few mysteries that still need to be resolved. While many of us may have figured out some of these mysteries, we're still not quite sure how they'll be addressed in the upcoming Kingdom Hearts games. Welcome back everyone, this is your girl Empowered Muse, and today we're going to revisit one of these mysteries introduced in Kingdom Hearts 3, and that is who exactly is Subject X and why would they be important to Kingdom Hearts 4. Now for a brief recap on how we learned of Subject X, it was talked around very briefly in a couple of scenes with Lee and Saïx, now Issa. But most of the information we learned about Subject X was in the secret reports collected in Kingdom Hearts 3. Subject X woke up and could only recall 4 friends and a key at first, and her first words upon awaking being, "May your heart be your guiding key." Through further discussions with the younger Xehanort, who at the time was conducting experiments of hearts and memories under Ansem the Wise, it was discovered that Subject X came from the age of fairy tales. She was about 15 years old and she departed her home world with others, but she couldn't recall the names of her other companions. Then Subject X disappeared one day, and although it was assumed that Ansem the Wise hid her away, we see in the very first secret report that a man with an eye patch was the one who came to take her from the lab. So who exactly is a Subject X, and what might have happened to her after she disappeared? While there are a few options as to who Subject X could be, such as Ava, Skuld, and even Strelitzia, from the details in the secret reports, it seems that Skuld is in fact the most logical theory out there, mainly because of the details that she departed her homeworld with her other friends and her age. Since Ava may be slightly older, and Strelitzia wasn't seen with other friends before darkness took her, even though Luxu later used the Ark to transport her body to another world line. But as far as what happened to Skuld post-Radiant Garden, that theory may not be as clear, but from what we know from the reports, it does seem that Luxu was the one who came to release her from her cell, and not Ansem the Wise. Since Luxu had taken Braig, aka Xigbar's form at some point before Xehanort had taken Terra's body, and reappeared in Radiant Gardens as young Xehanort. And since we know that the Master of Masters has created data versions of worlds once before, it wouldn't be too far-fetched to believe that he was able to do something similar with people and their hearts and memories, especially with the ability to create and use arcs that can travel to different world lines. So we know that Skuld isn't completely lost, since in the first secret report, she did in fact recall her time in Radiant Garden and a little bit of her time before that in the Data Daybreak Town in Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. But now it's very possible that she may be in the world of unreality that is Quadratum, since Luxu was the one who took her from her cell in Radiant Garden. But as we saw in the first secret report, not being any closer to understanding who she really is, which is different from what we see in Strelitzia because she describes Quadratum as sort of an afterlife, but that may also be because her last memory involved being attacked, as opposed to Skuld and the other Union leaders who used arcs to travel to another world line. So Skuld's memory lapse may be more so due to the amount of time between when she escaped on the Ark and when she was found, with no one really around to help her unlock her memory or remember her, save for possibly Luxu, who was briefly there with the Union leaders before Data Daybreak Town collapsed. So yes, Subject X is very likely Skuld, and she's more than likely in Quadratum as well. But let me know in the comments below, what do you think happened to Subject X after she was taken from Radiant Garden, and do you believe that Subject X is Skuld or someone else from the Age of Fairy Tales in Daybreak Town? If you want to explore some more Kingdom Hearts theories, I'll be linking another theory video here in the end screen. As always, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed this video and want to watch more Kingdom Hearts content. And if there's anyone who may have questions about what to expect for the upcoming Kingdom Hearts games, be sure to share this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.